And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd and 9, Carr swinging this out wide here for Cook. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Carr going to throw. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Dancing to his left. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Cook. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Colts, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, now Carr. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A handoff for Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Rip left, rip left.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Quiddy Pay showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Blankenship out for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Titans 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And it's a Titans touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Rager.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Now a play fake. Carr.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
28, Colts 10. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dalton Schultz with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
I got 15. 3-3. Mike 5-5. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, tight. 55.
Back to throw here. Back to the same target, Campbell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Probably going to have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. I'm coming. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Target. 56. Mike's 56. You must be.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Showtime, baby.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Blankenship out to kick off. From way up at the 23.
The Colts take over.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Monty Rice. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Brandon Cooks.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
Colts 10. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
56 to Mike. 56.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.